Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome to Hidden Horror. Thank you for spending this time with me. I appreciate that. Let's get started.
Hey everybody. So I'm here and I'm a little happy. I don't know why. Because I can bring this information about Ernest Williams, right? Welcome to Hidden Horror. Uh I've been wanting to do an update on his case, I would say, for about 2 months. And I was watching some information. I was watching some of the court proceedings. However, I can't just take another person's work. I won't do that. And because it wasn't hitting the news, I didn't want to bring you someone else's content. So I like it to hit the news first, hit the media rounds, and then I'm open to discussing it. And I think that protects me too, because I'm not just giving you the information, but when I tell you, and we've already discussed the allegations and things like that in his cases, but when I tell you it's been some stuff said in court, always say allegedly. It's disturbing. It's disturbing what's out there. So I can finally talk about it because it's in the news now. And I feel, more comfortable discussing his case um with it being picked up by a few mainstream medias and not just other people that are on YouTube, for example. So let's get into the information. So I want to pull up the article. Now, there's a bunch of different articles, but I just selected one because to me it was important. Trying to see how I can get out of this. Don't even know what this is. I just want to close that out. This is interesting. They have me clicking on to something that's not really accurate. So I don't know. That's fine. Articles going somewhere. Okay. Um, I try to share this information. I don't want to keep sticking Shirley Strawberry, attaching it to Ernest Williams. But if you put in his name, you're going to see a ton of pictures of Shirley Strawberry because technically she's the famous person in the marriage. And he was elevated by marrying her. He got a lot of status. He was able to probably meet tons of industry people, especially with just her connections for her employment. So I can't really find any pictures of him. The picture I found of him, I don't want to do it to him, but I'll show you. This is the only picture I could really find of him. I was just trying to like search some images and find a picture of him solely, and this is all I could find. Um, of course, the pictures of them together, they're much nicer. Um, of course, you know that was her husband, so I'm sure she was all down for supporting him and bringing him and making sure he was dressed and all of that. So anyway, let's get to the article. The article is on blackenterprise.com, and again, if you put in Ernesto Williams, a lot of information will come back, but I just picked one article to share because I want to filter out some of the details of his indictment and his charges, okay? So the article is dated June 3rd, 2024, is written by Danielle Johnson, and it's titled Husband of Steve Harvey Morning Show co-host Shirley Strawberry indicted on RICO charges. So he can't get away from being attached to Shirley Strawberry. I wasn't going to bring her up, but I mean that is the connection for him because she again I'm saying is the famous person in the marriage. So it reads as follows. The indictment claims the marriage helped facilitate Ernest Williams' alleged criminal activity. Now, I do want to say, from my knowledge and looking at some of his past, I believe he had a criminal record prior to marrying and getting with Shirley Strawberry. So I just want to make that clear. He may have had more access to more people, maybe more successful people, richer people. But I believe he had a criminal past prior to even meeting Shirley Strawberry, marrying her, and etc. Okay, so Ernest Williams, the husband of Steve Harvey morning show co-host and radio personality Shirley Strawberry, has been indicted under the state of Georgia's Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organization Act, RICO, on 39 charges. 39 charges. That's a lot. Ooh. According to the charging documents, that marriage is also coming under scrutiny as the indictment claims it helped facilitate Williams's alleged criminal activity. As WSB-TV reported, Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis, who has become notorious for her office's expansion of the state's RICO Act, said Williams' activity stretches back to 2009. He's been conning people from 2009 to 2022. He would pretend to be a legitimate businessman, but he was stealing from people in United States currency, vehicles, and really just taking advantage of people. Willis continued discussing the marriage between Williams and Strawberry. We believe she met a man, fell in love, and married him. And the truth is, at the time, he was already married to someone else. Now, remember that collection that I have on Ernest Williams, I do have a video. The video was about bigamy and that he had been prior married and did not get a divorce. Please check that video out in my Ernest Williams playlist on YouTube. Okay, check that out. Let's continue. Although Strawberry is not part of the scheme Williams employed, he most likely was able to use her status as a celebrity to reach more people. That was my thinking as well, that her status, her celebrity, the people that she had connections with, also connected with Steve Harvey being in that room, in that group, having these type of friends, it gave him access to maybe more wealthier people, maybe people that was looking for business relationships, investment, etc. Okay, in my opinion, let's keep reading the article. As Sportskeeda reported, the court documents allege that Williams married Strawberry with the long con in mind. Isn't that sad? Married her as a con, looking for what he could get. I don't think you should just marry for love. You should think about the relationship and finances and how you both will contribute. But they're saying he married her as a con for the long game. Like, what can I get out of this? Who will I have access to? That's pretty scary. Strawberry filed for a divorce from Williams in April when he was originally indicted, but the pair separated in March of 2022. Now, my friends, I have been trying to find anything in writing that says that Shirley Strawberry filed for divorce from Ernest Williams. I can't find it. They're writing it in here, but I can't find anything written. And that's why I have not asserted that and brought a video on that. Because if she did file for divorce, I would tell you, I want you to know, I want you to know all things legal minded so we all know what's going on. But they're saying that she filed in April, and maybe she did. I can't find anything in writing. I'm not going to hunt it down unless it comes, as I said, in a reputable source that I can report to you, because I want to make sure I'm giving you accurate information. Okay. But let's continue. The marriage may not be legal if this is bigamy and he never received a divorce from allegedly his first wife. She did come out, and I did provide a whole video on that, so you can check that out. But the marriage may not be legal anyway, okay? But let's continue. According to attorneys, Williams allegedly used the marriage to gain access to more victims, alleging that he defrauded at least 25 individuals out of over $750,000. Williams is alleged to have stolen personal vehicles, motorcycles, coach buses, and other property by either refusing to return said items or issuing bad checks. I didn't even know people still accept checks. You get an official bank check from the bank that you can confirm those funds are available. Okay. Erica King, an alleged co-conspirator in Williams' schemes, is listed on the indictment and has fraudulently claimed to be his lawyer in the past, even representing him in some court proceedings. King also has been indicted on 19 charges of her own. So they're saying allegedly that Erica King impersonated a lawyer. She fraudulently claimed to be his lawyer in the past. According to the DA's office, Williams' victims were often women whom he pretended to have a romantic relationship with. They suspect there are likely more victims. According to documents filed under the jurisdiction of Fulton Superior Court from at least December 1st, 2009 through June 30th, 2022, Earnest Williams engaged in a pattern of racketeering activity in Fulton County, Georgia, elsewhere in the state of Georgia, and in other states. Let's continue. As Deputy District Attorney Will Wooten told WSB-TV, Ernest Williams often created this impression of a close relationship or a romantic relationship with many of these victims, used those relationships to take money, vehicles, vehicle trailers, RVs, and other property from them. Wooten continued he would pretend to be a legitimate businessman, but he was stealing from people. Okay, everybody. They have charged him with a RICO case now. This is separate from those other charges that we discussed, and I really want an update to come out with those charges. However, I will be patient. I will continue to wait and watch. There are some YouTubers, if you're interested, that are going to the court proceedings, and they do have knowledge of what's happening in those court proceedings, you can go on YouTube and type in his name, and there will be a few YouTubers that are watching those set of charges. I'm not going to take their content. They're working hard. They're showing up. They're having somebody go in and they're paying for somebody to watch this trial unfold, his criminal proceedings unfold, and I think it's unfair to take their content, not just giving them credit because they're the ones paying and having someone record and spending hours at the courthouse. I don't think it's enough just to give them credit for their work. I'm going to wait for a reputable source to release the um, court information of what's going on, a status of what's going on, and then I'll share that versus taking their hard work. I will let them have it because they put in the work, they paid the money, and they deserve to leave with the case information. Okay. But if you're interested, check out YouTube. There's a handful of YouTubers that are in the courtroom regularly watching the events unfold. Okay, so I just wanted to give you an update of what's going on with Ernest Williams. There is more to come, a whole separate set of charges, criminal charges that I'm not even bringing up. This is a RICO case involving allegedly money that was taken from multiple victims. This is totally separate from those other charges that I've discussed and that I have the videos on. I'm trying to see should I even like say what those charges are because they're so salacious. Um, no, I'm not going to go into those criminal charges, but we know there was some CP charges, there was some theft by deception charges, some transaction card fraud charges, et cetera, et cetera. Some things were combined and all of that. So I'm not going to even go over that. He has multiple criminal charges, cases against him right now. So I'll leave it there. And I just want to thank you for always spending this time with me. Thank you for following me. Thank you for watching my videos. If you are interested, you can follow me on Twitter at Hidden Horror. You can check out the Hidden Horror Facebook page, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Right now, I am not able to go live on Facebook because I don't have 100 followers. But if you guys want to follow me and get me to that 100, that'd be great because me posting videos is a little bit more time consuming now that I can't just go live and be available to you for you to comment and interact with me as the video is going. So I will continue to post them later because I can't go live. I need 100 followers now. There's a new Facebook policy that started June 10th, 2024. So I can no longer just go live on Facebook. But I really appreciate your support. And, I thank you for hanging out with your girl, right? I care about you. You care about me. We're sharing these stories. So thank you. Thank you for your time. I appreciate all the time you spend with me. I hope you have a beautiful evening. Be safe, be smart, be savvy. All my friends. Good night, everybody. Bye.